March 2025 was the month luxury stopped speaking in theory and started finally responding to data. See, at the time, the numbers was super clear. Bain and BCG had both revised their 2025 luxury growth forecasts. And they both forecast downwards, so they were pointing to low single-digit growth at best, compared to obviously the double-digit expansion every brand had experienced and enjoyed post-pandemic. What this meant was the boom phase was officially over, and you could see it brand by brand. Kering, for example, they warned that Gucci sales were under pressure again, with demand softening in both the US and China. Burberry's results showed continued weakness, especially in leather goods, despite heavy repositioning and investment. Then you have LVMH, who are still obviously the strongest player in the room. They acknowledge slower momentum in fashion and leather compared to jewelry and beauty. And this is where March became even more important because for me, luxury started to split. Categories like jewelry and fragrance and eyewear, of course, they kept on performing, but the high ticket fashion pieces slowed right down, and consumers didn't stop spending; they just became far more selective. Even Vogue Business at the time, they reported that shoppers were trading down within brands. So, for example, they were buying entry pieces or they were waiting longer, and some even questioning the value, which is obviously a major red flag. And to be honest, that exposed something really uncomfortable. Price rises had outpaced emotional justification. Again, another major red flag. March was also the moment that quiet luxury started getting challenged. And I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago that got a lot of comments that assumed I was saying quiet luxury is being rejected. That's not the case. Quiet luxury was being questioned because if everything is understated, if everything is neutral and expensive, what's actually special anymore? That's an important question to ask. Anyway, March didn't end luxury's dominance, but it ended the illusion that demand was infinite. And from here on out, every decision mattered even more. I'm Jalil, and this is how fashion really works.